All right, man. Matthew Cole is here. OMNIA comic. Boys, how you doing,
Yeah,
man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a nice, relaxing morning. So I was just catching up with a cup of coffee before we chatted.
Nice, nice, nice. That's good. That's good.
How are you?
I've been doing good. I've been doing good. You
Good,
know,
good, man.
you know how it is. Getting up early, having to make a video. You know how it is.
Yeah. You stay busy, man.
I
I
mean, I got
appreciate the
to.
hustle.
I got to. And I'm waiting
Right?
for Omnia to drop so I can make another video.
Oh,
So
yeah. We got chapter 7. I just saw screens this morning. I'm lost my shit. Apologies.
they're
Cussing is
nah.
not
You
cool.
can
Wait, no,
cuss.
it totally is cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to say, you cuss
You,
all over
like
videos.
I say some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I say a lot. But yeah,
Yeah.
you are unfortunately not the first Matt I've had up here, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. I see webtoons have a lot of mats in them, which is cool. It's cool. It's a
True,
cool
true.
name.
Yeah, I mean it's that guy. Everyone wants to
Yeah,
be Matt.
I guess so. Yeah.
So yeah, you Omnia, inspired by D
Yeah.
and D. Is it like
Yeah.
some past campaign you had, or is it like the idea of just doing whatever you want?
So it is based on a world that we created for D&D.
Okay.
When we were before I got into like heavily writing webtoons,
Mm-hmm.
I was a photographer and a short film director. So I was in the middle of doing a couple short films down in Mexico, and then
Ooh.
COVID kind of hit,
Damn.
and we were like, "Oh crap, what do we do?" We're kind of grounded for a little while, and my wife
Mm-hmm.
just came up with the idea, why don't you start storyboarding and like come up with like a comic? You always are writing something. So I kind of leaned that direction and looked towards the medium. And I knew like printing wasn't probably an option at the time because I didn't have the funding behind me. But met with some artists, just straight DMing people on Instagram, and stumbled across Jose Fernandez, who is a pretty amazing artist. He's working with Brandon Chin right now on something on
Nice.
webtoons. I believe it's Samurai.
I'm
It's some female led samurai
okay.
story. I forget the name of it, but
Yeah.
he did all my design work, and he couldn't commit to the full book, so we wanted to do
Yeah.
a full comic at first, but he said, why don't you look towards like doing a webtoon to start? Unfortunately, I can't be the artist because I'm working with old Brandon,
Mhm.
which you take the back seat at that point, right?
Yeah, it's Brand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately. It
Yeah.
is what it is. I understand.
Yeah. He is.
But
Brandon is dope.
he's
Yeah.
that dude. He's that dude.
Yeah. He is.
But I ended up stumbling across JP and had him do a couple sample scenes of some of my work.
Mm-hmm.
And it just clicked. He understood it. He saw the scenes very well and was able to really capture what I was kind of thinking in terms of action, in terms of like sitting around and like a campfire scene and talking. Like he really captured emotions and my characters' faces that I like wrote into my panel. So it was a really good working relationship. And we said, why don't we start out with a webtoon and we can kind of go any direction. So we kind of thought, what about an anthology series where we can jump through stories and kind of build an audience and see who likes what characters and take those characters and we can take them into something bigger. So that's kind of where the idea came around.
Okay, so that's how you led to Voice Me, right? Or is that a bigger story?
Yeah, so when we ended up, I was looking for options and I talked to Jose and JB quite a bit, and like webtoons format in terms of their size and quality of the uploads, you don't get the bang for your buck, even though you get the audience inherently built into the platform.
True.
Which is cool, I understand it, but it's super saturated.
Yeah, I got you.
So I was looking for something where I can kind of stand out. Brandon recommended me checking out Voice Me. And I started looking through a lot of the work that he was actually doing, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's a better community, in my opinion.
I got you.
There's a really well-built obviously you're probably on the Discord server, I assume, right?
Yeah, I am on the Discord server, yeah.
Yeah, they've got a killer community that just kind of helps elevate each other, and they're kind of on the come up right now. So, in
True.
terms of growth potential, there's more growth potential in that platform at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we just started to kind of project out the stories that we had in mind. I've got like 5 different book ideas that we're working on, but yeah, it kind of just took off from there. We didn't. That was our first kind of collaboration, me and JP, on the Legends of Omnia. So when it hit, I was actually on a vacation with my wife, and when we were uploading and the views started coming in, I mean, that's a cool feeling. All of a sudden, you shoot up to 10,000 views, and you're like, "Whoa, what just happened?"
Yeah, it is something like that. Yeah, crazy.
A cool feeling for sure. For
Indeed.
sure.
Yeah, but I do agree that Voice Me is definitely a lot, has like a sense of like familiarity, like family and stuff,
Yeah,
more
for
than
sure.
more than like other places. No diss on the other places though. Like,
You know, I
for like,
haven't. I
but
mean, I've read some webtoons. I
yeah,
like the format. It's a great platform, obviously, to find content. But there's just, if you
just
are going there as a writer and
mhm.
you're kind of new, you can get
Yeah.
lost in the sauce, man. There's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, like especially on like webtoon is so versed, you could say. It's so it's everywhere. Like
Hmm.
it doesn't, just take from one side of the planet. It's everywhere. So it just obviously
Yeah.
gets translated. It's just, I feel like, yeah, webtoon is just probably not the best place to go immediately. So
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, even
We got
though,
some stuff in the works,
yeah,
though. Don't worry. We might be
yeah,
hopping over there.
yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of good stuff on webtoon. Don't get me wrong. It's just
Hmm.
immediate stories, probably not webtoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I mean,
yeah.
the
Oh, go
only
ahead.
real title that I'm kind of even checking out on Webtoon right now is that Goblin story
Oh yeah,
that
just
Brandon's
the goblin
pushing.
or whatever.
Amazing. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, I like Inupin's art. It's really cool.
Or is yeah, dude. He hit it
It's
right,
crazy.
man. It's a good look.
Yeah, and you probably know I got a lot of webtoons I'm doing too on my channel.
Ah,
Yeah,
there you
because I
go. There
gotta,
you
I
go.
gotta, I gotta read a lot, bro. It is what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I was about to say, consuming content for you must be like just stuffing food down your throat
Bro,
constantly.
it is a lot. It's a lot to keep track of, mainly.
Yeah,
There's like so many series that are just kind of pushed to the side. Like it's
yeah.
always like that. So
I get it. I get it. You know, you got to spend your time where viewership goes. It makes
yeah,
sense.
it's just like, I know the anime I'm doing now. That's completely destroying all my other content. Not to be,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean,
it's just like
it's more
that.
searchable for
Yeah,
sure.
because I don't think many people are out here searching for, a lot of the readings and stuff. So I know
I
I
like the
did.
read-throughs. I
Yeah.
think that's cool though. I mean, I have a blast checking those out. Especially, it's like you're reading it with something with like a hilarious commentary.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that from a lot of the authors that they, kind of enjoy that people are reading their series and, I'm recording it and uploading it.
Yeah, it is a cool feeling, man. So yeah, we appreciate the love, obviously.
Hey, I'm glad I can help, push your series, getting people to read it as well. Like, I know I've gotten a few people to read Voice Me titles as well,
Yeah,
which is pretty
yeah.
cool. So, so you said anthology, right?
Hmm.
For
Hmm.
Omnia. So, in the first part, with the brothers Drun, right?
Hmm.
Why did you decide a trio over a single main character?
Good question. I had started writing my like our original web comic
Hmm.
with a team, and it was gonna be a team-based book. Based, I mean, it's like a group of outcasts that are working through problems. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of scaled it back, and I've always wanted to do a team book just because growing up, my favorite comics were all team books. Like I was a huge X-Men fan. I was on that Saturday morning animation shit like in the
Yes,
90s every
sir.
Saturday. We got my eggs, my bacon, and my X-Men. But I've always wanted to do a team book. The reason why I ended up doing a trio is because I wanted to be able to play off the like a brotherly type of vibe. And growing up, I had like a trio of friends that were really close with me,
Hmm.
so I kind of took them as character typings and made the little family that they ended up becoming, and
Yeah.
said like develop a problem and see how they would solve it, knowing they're bumbling idiots.
True.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of just ran with that. Now in our future books, we are more character focused. But yeah,
Okay.
this is more this we were just kind of stepping our foot in the door and saying, I want like hilarious banter. That was kind of what I was going for.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I know I forgot his name specifically, but the one with the primordial in him is like the
Varys.
main problem in the group, because he's
Yeah.
the only reason the other two can't go back too.
Exactly.
Like, but I mean, it's kind of like the Naruto situation. He technically saved y'all,
Mhm.
but y'all can't, see him the same way anymore,
Yeah, and that goes with like the old school thinking of caution first, right? Protect what you have.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in a way, yeah, he did save them, but in a way, he could also destroy them. So,
Yeah, he got that power.
but yeah. I like obviously that kind of vibe that he is going to. And Varys is probably one of my favorite characters, and you get to see a lot more of like his inner thoughts and what motivates him moving forward through the further chapters. Actually,
Yeah, I can't wait to see more of that. I know I'm like one or two chapters behind, I think,
Hmm.
because I know I'm just waiting for more chapters.
Yeah. You gotta let it load up, man. I got you.
Exactly. So yeah, what has been your first part? Oh no, your favorite part. My bad. Of working on Omnia so far.
I mean, just seeing everything come to life has been kind of nuts. I've always been writing, like even when I was way back in like kindergarten and stuff. They had us do these. Weirdly enough, they had us write books, and like they had like this local printer make them. And my first one I did was Resident Evil had just come out, and so I went straight into like a Raccoon City book, which was really disturbing for my teacher because I think I was in 5th grade. So like you got a 10-year-old drawing like zombies and police officers shooting them and stuff. It turned the attention of a counselor or two, but hey man, it's an amazing game. I mean, yeah, I mean, seeing it translate on panel and coming from the film side of it, and just how I kind of wrote some of the shorts that we did, just doing visuals. You have to learn how to be very detailed, and just I visualize a lot in my mind, just shots that I want to see come to page, and seeing JP being able to like tackle that, it's been probably one of the coolest parts for me.
I got you, because I know you're really I hit up JP, but he's super busy as well. I was gonna have him come up on here and interview as well.
I asked him, I was like, yo, you want to do this with me? And he's like, do you want to release chapter 7 on time, or do you want me to talk to you guys? I was like, cool, I understand.
Hey,
Yes,
I had Faye here yesterday, and
I saw the live talk. I missed it.
yeah, it just be random times. I don't be advertising it much, but I
Hey,
mean,
you do what you do, man.
yeah, but I know he had to work on his chapter 40 that like now he's like voice me certified.
Yeah,
So-
I saw last week.
Yeah, he had to he was doing that. Well, no, he wasn't doing that because he was procrastinating until like
Yeah.
the last few hours that he
Hey, I
had.
know how it is. We've rolled through a few where it's like, oh, hey, we got to post at noon. At 11:30, we're like, okay, piece together the final details and write it up and submit now.
Yeah, he had like
I know the
50
feeling.
panels to do.
Oh, is he doing 50 panels per chapter?
I think it was just that episode that I think so. I
It's
know he
just
said
an
it was gonna be like
extended,
40-ish. Like from
Yeah, I
now
saw he
on.
just dropped something. I need to go check it out.
Yeah,
I think
need-
I think
probably
I'm
might
2
check it out.
episodes behind.
I know I'm a little bit behind because I last stream I did on YouTube kind of just deleted itself, so
Oh
I couldn't
man.
save that. But I mean, I'll just wait for 40 and read it.
Yeah, of course.
It's just how it is.
Yeah, so did he actually get an art team with him now? I saw
think-
like a couple of artists that were posted with him, so I was like, that's dope.
I believe
Or is he still
he has
solo?
I believe he's like the main art, like he's doing the line work, and he has a colorist, and I think
Beautiful.
that's mainly it.
Oh,
'Cause,
cool.
Like
Okay.
he obviously didn't tell me everybody.
Yeah, of course.
He's waiting to post that. Well, I need to check that out if he has posted that. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
That's
I'm super pumped for him.
true. It's been like 2 years, bro. I mean, I respect
Uh,
it.
One of the most unique art styles, and like it's just so gorgeous, and a lot of his big frames
True.
are very striking. So very,
And
very
that's
good
why I
work.
got him to make stuff for me, bro. It's really cool to look at.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I really enjoy his art, bro.
mhm,
Like
very
I
good.
might like like you probably noticed I've said, like fuck Faye a lot. I say fuck Faye a lot just because it's funny, not because, I have beef with Faye. Faye is dope.
Yeah, of course, of
Like,
course.
hey, like I'm just keeping, lighthearted. So
Yeah.
that's why, I just say all that stuff about him. Like I know I had to cut out like in the first interview, I cut out a little stuff because it was like, okay, maybe that's a little too much.
Yeah,
Because I mean, we just kind of like clicked immediately. I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I like that when I can just hop on here, talk to random people. Shouldn't say random, but people for the first time, like
Yeah,
you. It's pretty dope.
and just have a natural conversation about
Yeah,
webtoons and manga and anime.
true. Like it's like the most what is it? The I guess you could say the nervous part about is just hitting the people up. That's really it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's some anticipation. You don't want
Mhm.
to like stumble over your word. Like, you just hear me stutter there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Uh,
but I mean, it happens. I mean, it is
I
what it
mean, it's
is.
not
Yeah,
like I don't really care if I stutter, bro. It's just that's just a part of it now, to be honest.
yeah.
Because I
That
know,
just shows you're real, right?
yeah, because I'm not, gonna cut all this out. Too much work. That's all it
Exactly.
is. I'm just lazy. So
Hey, I'm right there with you.
that's why I
I'm
never
supposed to
cut
be
it
making
much out of
video
this.
content. I'm terrible on my social game, man. We're too busy writing. We're writing like 4 different stories right now. It's
Oh yeah, I
crazy.
was gonna ask what other stories you got planned, or can you not tell me? Okay.
I can drop some stuff. So book 2, I've kind of released some of the artwork on book 2. Some of
Okay.
the concepts that have
Obviously,
been
I didn't
done.
look at it because I'm
Oh, it's
keeping
okay.
it.
I don't think I've actually done an official post for the book 2, but it's
Mhm.
2 female characters. It's female led.
Okay.
Um, and they're kind of these 2 elves that are going through like adolescence, going into adulthood.
Okay.
And destiny is kind of intertwined. One's like a princess, the other is like a poor daughter of like a sword master.
Yeah.
And it's kind of their relationship as they grow. They become inevitably rivals, and even though they're driving towards the same goal, they tackle it in different ways. And some of it is moral, and some of it is moral. So it's a
Mhm.
cool look at the way that 2 people from 2 different places can come together and work, but it's still like headbutt. It's a very and now this straight up is a very Naruto and Sasuke relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask if since you're doing an anthology, you're doing like book 1, book 2, book 3, and all that,
Hmm.
that if it
Yeah,
was gonna revolve around like the same race of people, just a different characters. But I mean, it seems like you're doing more than
these are
that.
different,
Yeah.
totally different. Yeah,
Is
these
it
are
like
called
same verse, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's on
Okay.
a totally different part of the world. I probably need
Okay.
to post the map at some point. So,
Yeah, I want to see that. I
my
want to see the Skyrim map.
yeah, yeah, no, it's huge. We actually had my buddy from college is he's an architect, but he's just fascinated with world building. So
Hmm.
when we first started doing this, I was like, "Yo, do you want to like just come up with some concepts?" And he drops down this like 3,000 page book over world building. I was like, "Okay, let's
Wait,
talk
stop.
about the tectonic plates." So like
So
he
yeah,
went ham.
yeah. This is where an earthquake can happen. This
Yeah,
is
no, he
where the
wants to tell me
tornado
about
alley is.
all the fjords in the north where the ice is broken off the world. But that's what kind of makes it cool, because like he actually did take a realistic approach to it. We
Yeah, I
said
got
like,
you.
hey, let's do 2 moons, and what does that do when you have 2 moons? And oh, what if one of them collided and one turned into a ring? So like the world of
Mm.
Omnia has like a little bit of a history. And we're doing some collaborations with some pretty cool writers moving forward. We're in some
Ooh,
talks to do some stuff and can develop out some of that history
I
and
can't wait to
drop it
see.
in a big way. I'm pretty pumped.
I can't wait
But
to
yeah,
see that.
so book 2 kind of takes place in a separate part of it's actually across the ocean.
Hmm.
And you're with these kind of, we call them Lunaran elves. They're moon
Okay.
elves. So they're very Wakandan, man. They're very like advanced in their thought process. They've
All right.
been around for thousands of years.
Nice.
So you get to see kind of the trials that their youth go through. I took kind of a Greek approach, how like the Spartans' youth would go through these rigorous trials growing up and decide whether they were worthy to be in the military or were they going to be a merchant. So we kind of took that concept and you put these children through trials and kind of say like they're not like a utopian society, but they're kind of determined, their destiny is determined by how they do in this section of their life. So you get to see that first portion of it in our first couple chapters.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to kind of flush that out.
I'm excited to see, you know, the different type of story you're gonna tell with this one.
Yeah, it'll be a very rival story.
Okay.
Very two people competing for things.
Do you have like chapter estimates of how like many they're gonna be? How many?
I like to keep it like 12 chapters, and I like to tell stories in 3, so beginning, middle, and end. So
yeah,
every chapter I try, like our first chapter was 2 episodes. Our first episode was so long. JP was like, dude, you need to cut that down and let's like figure out a way to structure this a little bit better. So yeah, we've always tried to do now from this part forward, chapters are 3 episodes each, and they tell one portion of a bigger story. Now, I mean, this is something that I would, of course, love for somebody to pick up and take the property and say, hey, take it longer. And I would definitely tell a longer story, but in terms of the characters that you see in these books, you end up seeing them in my webcomics further. So like we have actually 2 issues completely done of our webcomic. We just have not released it yet.
Nice. I can't wait
So we're
to see
driving
it.
that direction.
Yes, sir. So, so I know at the beginning when I first started reading it, the the chapter and episode labeling was terrible.
It was horrible, yeah. Nobody was honest with me. They were all like, "Hey, good job, man," and I was like, "Okay, but I need some constructive criticism here."
I just didn't say anything. And I was like, "Whatever, bro. I don't care."
I knew there was a problem when you were going through it on your YouTube videos, and you're like, "Where the fuck was I just? What episode is this?" And I was like, "JP, we got to do something." He's like, "Yeah, you got to come up with better way."
It's also like the titling was so bad. I just didn't know how to title it correctly, bro.
Yeah.
Because like that also probably, you know, didn't push it out there for people to, you know, want to like look at it.
Absolutely, yeah, it was a mistake.
Like when
for sure moving
like
forward.
like especially, you know, my videos on it, it was just like, what is he reading?
Yeah.
Oh, he's reading Legend of Omnia. Okay, but what is this?
Yeah,
what
it even
part?
made it like when I was going in to load up like new issues, I was having issues. So I was like, you've got to make that adjustment for sure. So yeah, we did that right before season 2 happened.
Yeah, and
so
I went to change everything after that.
Yeah.
Which,
So
you know, great
we
help.
did that so we can kind of structure it in a way where we could potentially take it to print after season 3.
I got you. So you said you were collaborating with some other people, you know. Is there any, you know, dream collaborators you would love to work with, like authors, artists, and why?
I would really love, actually I would love to get Faye on a book. That would be dope. And I actually have a story I would pitch to him, but we'll talk about that for another time.
Okay.
But yeah, I would love to do like a creative director position on some books with some authors. I'm a huge fan of Brandon, obviously. So yeah, I would love to work on something with Brandon Chin. Again, Faye would be great. Let's see, who else? I'm thinking in terms of just straight voice me people. You know what? I actually would love to have Tommy from Primeval Hunt come chat with me on some stuff.
Tommy,
I think that would be cool.
Talk to the man.
Just to see what we can maybe come up with.
Hey, if I can, I'll help.
There
to
you
push
go.
that, you know, because I know Tommy's the GOAT. He's been, you know, here and there all the time. I'm waiting for, you know, Primeval Hunt, you know, chapter 3. I'm waiting.
Yeah. I've seen some artwork. It's he's doing some good stuff over there. And I actually, who doesn't love dinosaurs, right?
True.
That's the one thing we always talk about. I've looked over some of his work, and you know, I love to see what we can do. If we can maybe come up with something and do a little bitty short, that'd be cool.
True.
Be cool.
You know, Brim's out here working hard as hell, you know.
Right.
Brim's
I'd
dope.
love to work with K-Ray from Lost Domain.
I don't
I
think
don't know
I've
if you've
read that
checked.
one.
So that's the book with I think the boy that turns into the wolf. That
Yeah,
artwork is pretty
don't
nuts.
I don't think I've read that one, but I might have to put it in on the list. It's on the list now.
For sure.
Just like a lot of other stuff.
And Eli, yeah, I would love to work with Eli, the one of the community directors over at Voice Me.
Okay.
I know he's working on it. I think he is writing something. I don't know what
Ooh.
it actually is, but I just listening to a lot of his classwork that he does. I'm like, this guy gets stories. I would love to write something with him.
Nice. It's good you got, some people you would like to work with in the future. Hopefully you get to do that. That'd be great to see.
Yeah, I can tell. I won't tell you names, but I can tell you that we've had a meeting or two with some heavy hitters.
Can't tell me names. Sad, but I
understand.
understand.
I don't wanna jinx my own position here.
Yeah, they see this. They see this interview. Sorry, we're out.
Oh, I'm gonna send it to him right after this and be like, now you've got to do it.
Yeah, I said you should do it, so you should do it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like speaking of, authors, you got any, advice for aspiring authors, if they want to start, working?
Yes. I mean, that's like coming from the place where I came from in film, learning to write paneling, especially specifically if you want to get into webtoons.
Yeah.
Wasn't that far of an approach from where I came from in terms of like evaluating shot by shot what I want to do. The biggest thing I will say if you want to get into writing is you have to be consistent. So like I make it a point every day to write, and it doesn't matter if it's about the same thing consistently. It's just learning to get my thoughts onto a page in a manner that is easily able to be followed by a reader is super important. So it's a tool, man, and if you're not exercising it, then you're gonna get rusty. So you've got to be dedicated. You've got to write every single day. I always talk about a lot of the writing tools whenever I'm asked how do you kind of come up with consistent like things you can write about. I use the world's most dangerous writing app. It's on a little website called Scribbler. You can actually get to it for free, and what it does is kind of it gives you random prompts and then puts a timer down, and you have to type. And if you stop typing, it'll erase your work. So it kind of just forces you into a workflow that like forces your mind to keep going. And it's a good exercise. But consistency in writing, is key. What else could I say? In terms of like paneling, it's a really great idea. If you are getting into paneling and you're beginning to work with an artist, is learn how to communicate really well. And a lot of that is done on the page right there with the art for the artist. So a lot of times I always give like shot references. It's a really good idea to be as descriptive as possible. So like frame up your whole scene, give the idea. If you have a series of panels that's in a certain area, write a scene out. What does that scene look like? Just so like you kind of have an idea of the area and environment you're kind of working within. And then when you kind of write out those panels, then you can kind of visually say like, oh, I want a 45-degree profile shot on this character facing back at this portion of the scene that you've already kind of directed out. It kind of gives a better flow to how you're writing it and how you can kind of visualize what's happening in that actual scene. I mean, that's kind of how I work.
Okay. I mean, very good advice.
Communication, of course, is key, man. Like I meet with JP once a week. It's usually, we actually met this morning about 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock PM his time. So I'm US Central, he's in the Philippines. So I mean, every week you've got to be talking and just kind of fleshing out ideas. And I show different shot references. I use a lot of shot references. That's a big thing. Think about your favorite movies. Google the frames that you liked. Just like keep those handy because they can actually flesh out a really cool action sequence for you.
I do agree. I agree with the consistency thing as well. because that's what I gotta do too. I'm doing that as well. It doesn't even just matter for authors. Just be consistent if you're
Yeah.
making content too in general.
That's where I'm bad. But yeah, I mean, the same thing
Yeah.
applies to artwork, of course. You have to draw every single day if you want to get better. That's something I never did. I like used to draw like when I was younger and watched a little Dragon Ball Z. I would always draw my own Super Saiyans. But
True.
yeah, I mean, I just never took to it, which is weird. My mother is an amazing artist, actually an amazing manga artist. Weirdly enough, I don't know where that talent came from, but just randomly every year would give me a picture, like manga girl pictures, super inappropriate manga girl pictures. And I'd be like, Mom, man, what are you? You cannot draw nipples on people, dude. And give them to your son.
Mom.
But hey, man, she knew what I liked, I guess.
Yeah, speaking of old gen anime, you peeping any of the new stuff,
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I actually just I finished the new Bleach this week. I think I
Nice.
watched that when I was traveling for work in the hotel room. That was amazing. The animation on that, the upgrade is just awesome.
Area did a good job.
And
Yes.
then of course Chainsaw Man.
Yep.
That was unbelievable. There was some janky 3D stuff in there,
it is what
but
it is.
it was Studio Mappa, right?
Yeah,
They crushed it on that final fight. That was insane.
I do agree. Like,
Yeah, I haven't read any of the manga of Chainsaw Man, and like the concept, like I've seen pictures and stuff, but
Yeah.
I write so much I don't get to consume as much as I'd like.
yeah,
But
I've read like 10 chapters max. of,
Really?
Like, yeah, because and I know my brother's really invested in Chainsaw Man. He said it's probably like top 5 for him, maybe his favorite thing ever. So
I love this main character, and I also love the intro, all the film references in the intro, like Reservoir Dogs, Constantine. I think the Big Lebowski's referenced in the intro song. I mean, there's a lot of hidden stuff in there that's really good.
yeah, I know I watched the first episode with my boy Zeno. I uploaded that, which is probably gonna be the only one besides the ending I'm gonna do.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll have to go check it out.
Because I know I'm just gonna since I'm doing a lot of stuff this season in particular, so I might as well just do the first and last episode.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
But
easier.
I was super impressed, man.
Yeah, I was super impressed. I mean, I know
This
people
little
out here-
chainsaw guy, is he coming back? The little chainsaw like pig thing? What is he?
I think he's a
Yeah, he's a
dog?
demon, right?
Yeah, I think he's a dog though.
Oh man, that thing is adorable. That sold me on the show alone.
Oh, Cheetah, yeah. But yeah, he's dope. I don't believe he's going. I think it's just like there, as with Denji, not gonna be another thing. Because I believe the show is like there's like technically a demon or a devil for whatever, like everything or whatever, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's like representing of like how everybody, like how scared somebody is of something, or like how like the general like some people are scared of something.
Okay, I like that. That's dope.
I think that's the concept. I don't know. I can't say for everybody. Maybe some Chainsaw Man fans can explain.
Yeah,
in the
that'd be
comments.
nice.
That'd be great.
In the comments down below, that'd be great. Yeah.
Because I have no idea the full premise of it, though. The barking for Makima is weird. That's a little weird. I don't support that, but you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's just
But
not mine, not me.
Yeah, I was super impressed with that. I started Overlord, which has been great.
Yes, Overlord is fire.
Yeah, I've been told I'm missing out. And then yeah, I'm smack in the middle of Demon Slayer season 2 right now.
I know I wasn't the biggest fan of Demon Slayer, but I mean I don't care if you like it. So that's how I feel about it.
It's okay.
Yeah,
So
it wasn't terrible, but it just
Yeah.
wasn't mine. It wasn't for me,
yeah. I'm a bigger fan of old school anime myself.
Which I do know.
but,
You did tell me. You can list off some that you really like.
I mean, hands down, Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal
Indeed.
Alchemist Brotherhood,
Brotherhood?
Brotherhood,
Yeah, I got you. Just
Outlaw
wanted to-
Star,
Okay.
Dot Sign, Big O. That whole Toonami Midnight Run in general was like my
I
shit.
got you. Like
Hit me with some Reboot, some Thundercats.
true. I know like a lot of the people I have up here are old like school anime fans. Specifically like Shiro.
Oh,
He's crazy for that old stuff. I know,
Mhm.
like, I know Mind Fury's, old head with that. I mean, it's just because y'all old.
Yeah, no, I am old. I feel it these days.
Bro, I'm only 21, bro, and I
There
feel,
you
and
go.
I'm old.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just-
a
yeah.
good teenager above you.
Yeah. I know, I told this to Faye, but I might as well tell it to you because you weren't here, right?
Mhm.
There was a dude in my Discord, that joined the VC while me and, Zeno again were watching, Sandlot, right?
Yeah,
We were watching Sandlot, and he
an
left.
amazing movie.
Yes, it is a good movie. And the dude left, and he said, "Old ass watching old ass movie."
Damn,
I'm like,
that's
I'm
an
not even
American
old.
classic.
I know. I'm like, I'm not even old. And Zeno's like 18. How are we
Yeah.
old? It's just, man, bro. I feel old with all the stuff that I like.
Right, but I mean, it's a reason. There's a reason why it's a classic.
True.
That's a great film.
Like Sandlot, The Goonies.
Goonies was so dope,
What was the other one? Stand by Me.
dude.
All fire.
That movie hit so
True.
hard. I was way too young to be watching that and feel those emotions. I didn't
Exactly.
understand.
Like I don't know. My mom was just chill like that. She was like, "You can watch it." I
I mean,
like
it
if
was
you
a
have
great film.
nightmares, it's not my problem. Like that's how I was.
Right?
Like I was
Yeah,
out here
Goonies
watching
was
horror
great,
movies
too.
and shit. Yeah,
Aren't they
Goonies was great.
doing a new Goonies property? They were doing
Ah.
something with the property.
I don't know. Cause like
man,
I
I'll
didn't
have to
hear
look
much
that
about
up.
it. But I know today Halloween Ends dropped, and I'm gonna have to go watch that.
Oh my gosh.
I hope
Is this
it's
really the end though?
probably not. I think they had another movie after this.
You're right.
Cause I know it was like Halloween, and then Halloween Kills.
Kills, yeah.
And then I believe this ends. I don't know.
So I've heard good things, but typically when a movie streams and then goes to theaters at the same time, I won't watch it just because I'm expecting terrible things.
True.
I mean, usually doing that is like pretty much saying like you're committing suicide for your film.
Yeah.
But I've heard good things, so I may check it out, especially if it's free. We
Yeah,
just
have
finished
you-
the Barbarian last night.
Okay. Ooh,
Or no,
okay.
I'm sorry, the Northman, which was
Oh yeah, I need to watch
unbelievable.
that. That one I need
Yeah.
to watch.
So it's free on Prime right now. It's so
Okay.
sick.
I need to check that out. But I know that's kind of how Black Clover is releasing. Like have you watched Black Clover?
I haven't yet. I need to check it out.
But
I've
I
heard
know
good things.
I know the movie that they're dropping is kind of doing the same thing.
The,
so I'm like,
the trailer.
Yeah, the
looked
trailer was
great.
fire. The trailer was
Yeah.
fire. And I had, a Black Clover manga reader with me while I was watching it, and he said, it's possibly just, a outside thing, but it's also canon, which I was possibly told by some dude in the comments, but I can't believe everybody like that. So that it's like the author kept this out of the manga
Yeah.
for this movie or something. Apparently, I don't know, can't confirm everything.
Yeah, kind of like the Dragon Ball Z movies aren't a canon
Yeah.
necessarily to the
And then
story.
and then Broly showed up.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the new Broly movie. That was pretty good. That looked good.
The animation style on it was nuts.
Yeah,
I was,
they
I was a big
crazy.
fan.
Yeah, I really like the like how Gogeta's canon now. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I mean though, like overall Super was bad.
Yeah.
Like
I only got a couple episodes on the Super, and I was like, there are so much better things I can do with my time
Exactly.
than watch this again.
Like-
but I've heard it's going good.
I'm waiting for like, it's like obviously as like an anime fan, I'm just watching it just to watch it,
Yeah.
Like I'm at that point where I'm just watching it. So I'll watch it if they drop some more Dragon Ball. Like that's really it.
So currently Gohan is the strongest, right?
I believe
Is-
so. I haven't
He's
watched
back to,
a
like, he
superhero
went to like
yet,
beast
so-
mode or something.
Yeah, I haven't watched Superhero yet. I heard it was good. People said it was
I
better
actually
than
heard
Broly.
it was really good.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm waiting to see it, but it's like, I just haven't.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just not a fan of going to go see anime movies in theaters, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither,
It's just
I
not
don't
my
know what
thing.
it is.
Like, I know there's all those memes about, like all the anime fans, like the Eren Yeagers and stuff like that. I just, I just find that cringe.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer the comfort of my home where I can. I don't know. I've always watched anime at home. I've never watched it in a theater.
Yeah, I
Ever.
just feel awkward going
Yeah.
to a movie theater where I could watch anything else that is airing, and I'm specifically going there to watch an anime
Right.
movie. I just feel like I'm less
Now,
now.
I think I did go see Endless Waltz in theaters
Mm.
one time. They ran it in like an IMAX in Houston, and I ended up going to see that, which was dope. But I think that's probably the only time I've ever seen an anime in theaters.
Yeah, I got you. I know. I'm just not into it. It's not me. So I haven't been going to theaters recently at all, really. So
Oh, really? You hadn't
Yeah,
gone
just-
back yet?
yeah, I'm just not, a theater guy like that.
You end up spending a lot of money, man.
Yeah, I
Popcorn
know.
is $10.
I know that's why we always
You
bring
gotta
snacks.
keep them going.
Yeah.
I mean, I went and what did I see last in theaters? It was I saw Multiverse of Madness. And then Spider-Man. I had to go see Spider-Man in
okay.
theaters. So.
Yeah, no,
But,
I
I don't think we've seen anything else. Yeah.
I don't think I got to see Far From Home in theaters, but I was good. It was good.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
it was fire. Wait, no, not Far From Home. No Way Home. There we go.
No Way Home. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. That's
like,
right.
I was
Far
just
From
like,
Home was
what
still
is-
good, but No Way Home
Yeah.
was magnificent.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm glad they brought them all back. Though Andrew Garfield fumbled when he tried to say that he wasn't part of the movie when he got caught on the set.
I mean, yeah, as soon as they start saying, no, it's not happening, you can pretty much guarantee it.
Like, he should have went to like the Toby route where he just didn't say anything.
Yeah, you could just
No,
go
I mean,
mean Uncle Toby.
Yeah, though he got like someone leaked a photo of him on set, so it's kind of doesn't look great on him in the first place.
Right. No, he knocked that out of the park, though. I feel like his Spider-Man had such a disservice done to it in terms of writing and story plots that they threw at him. But
I know.
I thought he was one of he's probably my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest
mean,
with
like
you.
it's just because like Andrew Garfield's just like a really good actor by himself.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like I heard like it was trending a while ago. Obviously, no one cares anymore because that's how it works. That people were pushing the Amazing Spider-Man 3 like agenda.
I've heard something's happening back there.
Hey, I want to see it. I want to see like Andrew
would be
Garfield
down.
in a not shit story Spider-Man. I want to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
I like
would
Tom
love-
Holland, but Andrew
Yeah, I do
Garfield
too.
was dope. Like all of them were good overall.
Tom Holland is charming as shit, but he needs to grow up a little bit in terms of to fill that Spider-Man role. But I think we're gonna see him on a good trajectory moving forward in a new trilogy. I think they just shifted all their Marvel movies back to insert Spider-Man 4 into the schedule,
Yeah, I know. Like it's gonna be pushing like the college theater now.
which is gonna be exactly where we want him to be.
Exactly. I know the game's really good. Like Insomniac did a really good job.
Yeah,
you played
I
those?
played through the first one and I played through half of Miles Morales. Miles was good. I just ended up switching over to Apex Legends. So.
I mean, I like what is it? I know I played them on probably in the span of like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like probably both of them, though. I mean, obviously Miles was shorter. I just platinumed all of them on PlayStation because it was just like, why
nice.
not, bro? I just really like the games, bro. Miles
Yeah.
Morales was dope too. You should finish that. It was really
Yeah, I've heard the story's really good.
Yeah?
Going through all the way. Sometimes I'll just load it up and just swing around New York.
Bro,
and they
same.
did such a great job with the map.
I just love like going. It's kind of like how I play GTA now. I just go in there to just cause havoc. But
Yeah.
on Spider-Man, I just go in there to swing because
Yeah.
it's might not be the main aspect, but it's the best aspect.
Absolutely. They hit it so perfectly with the way they did the controls for it. I
True.
mean, that's probably the most realistic version in my head.
Yeah.
Have you seen the mod where you can like look through Spider-Man's vision while you're swinging and like how horribly chaotic it is?
I have not, but I know that was a thing in I believe it was either the movie or the game where they were like, how the hell can you see like that?
Yeah, it makes sense. It
I
makes
mean,
sense.
Into the Spider-Verse was good too. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
ready
that
for
was-
number 2. Let's go.
Yes,
Number 2, part 1.
yes, sir. That's gonna be good. Hopefully, I've heard some things about it that weren't great, but I hope it's good.
We'll
Like,
see. We'll see.
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna
It,
be. I feel like it's gonna be, not as good as the first one. That's how I feel
yeah,
about it.
that's gonna be hard to top. Hard to top. But it looks like they're trying to take the Spider-Verse into a mixture of live action and animation. So,
True.
I mean, if they pull off something great, fantastic for them. But I
Hmm.
kind of like it being its own property in itself, where
Yeah.
you don't have to tie everything together. I mean, I guess it's cool if you're gonna do it right.
Hmm. I remember, you know how there's that like thing on the PlayStation 5 version of like Miles Morales where you can do looking tricks when you go off the building.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I remember getting
Triangle and
so
circle.
yeah, I remember doing that. I'm play because like I have a PS4, right? I remember trying like because I just didn't know the information that it was only PS5 exclusive stuff, right? And
Yeah.
I was just getting so mad I couldn't do it.
Like bouncing, trying to
I'm
bounce into
like,
the walls, and you can't figure
yeah,
out what's going on.
yeah. I'm like, what is happening? Why am I not able to do it? Like,
Yeah, I'm
it
still
was
waiting
fun.
on a PS5 myself, man.
I don't know why
It's
it's
hard
so hard to
times.
get
Hard
to.
times.
It's been out for like 2 years now.
Yeah, that's a supply chain issue right there,
Yeah. Oh
unfortunately.
man. Okay. I guess we can, turn this back to more anime. So I
That
gotta
would,
know
yeah.
your favorite anime.
Yeah,
Of all.
of course. I mean, favorite anime of all? Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of movie, I'd probably have to say Akira or Ghost in the
Yes.
Shell. That's probably, but I'd have to go with Akira.
I still need to watch Ghost in the Shell because I just haven't, gotten to that, But Akira,
Yeah,
probably one of my like only 10 out of 10s.
absolutely. Ghost in the Shell is super dope. You
Mhm.
should definitely check it out. It was one of
Mine
like the
too.
first anime movies I've seen,
Mhm.
which was awesome because when I was watching it younger, like my mother would just think it's a cartoon. Of course, you get to see like all these women's breasts in cartoons, and you're like 8 years old giggling in the room by yourself. She's like, "What are you watching?" "Nothing, cartoons." Yeah, Ghost in the Shell is really dope. Favorite anime show? I'd probably have to say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, understandable. Like that's probably why it's unanimously probably like the best anime ever. Though
Yeah,
Mal's questionable because they just downvote everything, but whatever.
right.
That's kind of what they
I
did with the Bleach and Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were going crazy on that because I know Bleach and Chainsaw Man were both rated higher on Mal. You know what Mal is, right? I'm assuming
No,
you do.
actually, I'm
Ma-
not familiar.
Mal is my anime list is pretty much where you can go and rate your anime, do all that, plan to watch, finish
It's like
and all that
Rotten
stuff.
Tomatoes for anime. Gotcha.
Pretty much, like it's probably like the most popular of all the ones that you could use, and like for like the longest time, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has probably been like
Top
number
of the
one
top.
for like ever, and then whenever something begins to go higher than it, the whole fan base on there,
Oh my gosh, so like the
the review,
Snyderverse fans.
they review bomb the hell out of anything that's higher than Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh man, that's messed up.
I mean, that's just how
That's
it
funny,
happens, I
though.
guess. With that, nah, I mean it's crazy because I remember because everyone is like once something gets higher, everyone just gets mad because it's just crazy over there. I mean, yes, Full Metal Alchemist is good.
Yeah. I mean,
But damn.
recently, if in terms of like story wise, I've been shocked by things like Arcane, unfreaking believable. Castlevania was also nuts. Yasuke, if you haven't checked that out on
Oh yeah,
Netflix.
I heard.
Holy
Yeah, I heard it was like
crap.
samurais, like sort of like the like old Japanese era robots.
Hmm.
Like that's what I
Dude.
heard about it.
It's nuts. And it is so good. It's so well done. And I think one of the guy who does the voice of Yasuke is, oh, what's his face from Atlanta? Not Donald Glover and not the main rapper. I forget his name, Paperboy, but their friend, their kind of strange friend. He nailed it. It is such a great anime.
Okay. I know I need to watch that. I have not. I don't think I just didn't get into Arcane like that. So I know it looks good. That's what I know about, and that's what I'll leave it on. because I don't want
I'm not
just hate
sure
it.
about the world behind it. I never played any. I've
Yeah, I
never
haven't
played any
either.
MOBAs.
I haven't played
But
it either. Specifically, League of Legends. I've
I
never played
gave it a
that.
couple episodes, and I was mind blown.
I mean, yeah, I know it took like X amount of years, because like I know it was years to make that.
Oh, really? It makes sense. I mean, they did, what was it, painted animation, right?
Yeah, I think so. I know it was crazy on the animation side, so I mean, I gotta give it props. Like
Yeah.
I can't deny the fact that it don't look immaculate.
Yeah.
In the same
It's
vein
got-
as like Demon Slayer looks immaculate, but you know, wasn't my thing, you know.
Hey, man, everybody's got their own cup of tea, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I gotta ask, what is your opinion on One Piece?
Ah, man, you know what? My wife is a massive One Piece fan.
Okay.
She actually grew up in Thailand, and I think that was one of the only, that and Sailor Moon were like the only animes
Oh yeah, I
that
know
she got
all
to
about
watch.
Sailor Moon. No,
But
I don't. But yeah.
I have tried to watch it. Man, I'm probably gonna hang myself by saying this. I'm not the biggest One Piece fan. I'm sorry.
Damn, that's crazy. Cause I am too. Let's go.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I like what they're doing with their new content coming out. It looks great, but I just have not got it. I tried to watch a couple episodes, and I was like, again, I was just like, there's some cooler stuff that I could watch. Went back and watched Samurai Champloo or something.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, you're probably like the first person I've had up here that agrees with me that One Piece, or no, that is like One Piece. You don't like One Piece like that. I'll be honest. It's like
hey, it is what it is, right? Yeah,
Like-
I probably, the comments are like, fuck this guy. He doesn't know shit.
I'm surprised, I haven't gotten as much flack as I have with the shit I'd be saying about One Piece, to be honest. It's crazy, the things I'll be saying. I hold back a
It just
lot.
never caught on for me for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know, it's probably because I watched so much stuff before I gave One Piece another chance. Because I watched, obviously I saw Bleach, then I watched, One Piece fully, then I, went back, watched Bleach again. And I watched a lot of, I gave, One Piece a chance. Didn't like it then. Watched a lot of other shit. And then I tried it again, and it just still didn't hit for me. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just never caught my attention.
yeah, I know.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, my friend said, like, I only watched more of it because my friend was like, yeah, that, like, my friend that I have, that I trust,
Right.
said, yeah, if you don't like it after, like, this arc, drop it. And that's what I did. I dropped it. It's
There's too much
yeah.
good stuff out there to get hung up on what everyone else likes, for sure.
Yeah, I
agree with you
mean,
there.
I just don't. I mean, I'm not intimidated by the amount of episodes. It's just the content that they're portraying isn't my thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, all right. I gotta know favorite anime genre.
I'm a huge mech fan. I don't know why. I've just always been a massive sci-fi mech fan. I think when I was in high school and like started to understand the art of writing a little bit better,
Okay.
that's when Mobile Suit Gundam was actually going on.
Okay.
And just like the political turmoil inside their own like conflicts of war. I thought that was such a cool, subtle thing to throw into an anime, and I hadn't seen anything really that complex politically yet, I guess, in
Yeah, I got you.
anime. So
Yeah, I just
hard,
Yeah.
it's just low key mech fan. Yeah.
yeah, I know. I mean, I just haven't found like a mech like anime that's like specifically mech that I've enjoyed. I mean, obviously I've watched like Evangelion and stuff like that, right?
Super dope, obviously.
Yeah,
I
Evangelion
mean,
is pretty good.
It's way out there. It's different.
I know he like changed up like what he was doing midway because his mental was changing too.
Yeah, yeah.
The creator of that.
I'd maybe say if you want to check out a pretty character-driven mech story, maybe check out like Gundam: The 8th MS Team. That's
Yeah.
a pretty dope little story.
I remember this. I had like a conversation with Mind Fury. Like it was when I had to, he was up in here in the Discord, right? Like him and then Shiro was like, we're just going back and forth about, yo, this Gundam, watch this.
Oh, 8th MS Team. It's so good.
It was that
like
one
a
and another one. I just forgot what it was. It might have been
Yeah,
Iron Blooded Orphan, I think.
Oh,
maybe.
I've heard good things about
I just don't,
Ayaba
I don't remember
Infinite.
the exact details, but I know they were talking about, yeah, start with this one. Oh no, I meant, or this one, It's just a lot of Gundam, bro. It's a lot of
Yeah,
Gundam.
yeah. So I grew up. My brother grew up in the early '80s, so a lot of the stuff he was watching kind of
Hmm.
rubbed off on me. So he would like watch Voltron and stuff like that. So
I got you.
I've just always been kind of gravitated towards that. I mean, I like obviously fantasy action is probably my number one go-to. It's what I write. It's
Mm,
what I know best.
yeah, I got you.
But I really got into, I guess, Dot Hack Sign and Fate Zero, and oh, no, I'm sorry, Sword Art Online, more game related, isekai type stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of mechs, have you do you consider Code Geass a mecha anime?
So somebody brought this up in one of the Voice Me um, classes the other day, and yeah, I think it is technically a mecha, technically, right?
I mean, they got mechas,
Yeah.
and it's kind of important. So
Hmm.
I mean, it kind of technically counts.
Yeah,
I mean, I would
believe.
consider it.
Yeah, I would believe it is. Yeah,
So I mean, Code Geass for me is probably top tier. I
yeah.
really like Code Geass. It's so good.
We are doing some cool. I don't know if you've probably. I've been dropping hints, and I think Charo just posted some artwork,
Mm.
which Charo was like, "Hey, do you mind if I post this concept piece this morning?" And I was like, "It looks too cool not to post." So yeah, go ahead and post it. So we have been working on some future character concepts that
Oh, nice.
kind of look in that vein. I think people will think it's a very cool concept in a
Okay,
fantasy
okay.
world.
Interesting, interesting. I'm definitely intrigued on the stuff that you're planning in the future. But yeah, Code
Yeah,
Geass fire. But yeah,
absolutely.
mecha
Absolutely.
anime. I think I got a recommendation. Have you heard of the Tenchi Muyo series?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Have you heard of War on Geminar?
No, I have not.
All right, War on Geminar got mechas
All right,
and
I'll have to.
titties, so you should watch. Okay,
Sold.
they're like, it's like 12 episodes, but they're all like 40 minutes each, so they're like 24
Nice.
episodes technically. But yeah,
Did
it's technically an isekai as well, so I mean, a whole bunch of stuff in it.
nice. Did you ever check out the Seven Samurai anime?
Seven Samurai, isn't that one? Isn't that what Kubo was working on, like Tite Kubo, or was it something else?
It might have been. It was.
Because I know I know what Bleach was working, or the Bleach author was working on something that got canceled.
Oh,
It
it
was
might have
might have
been.
been something similar to that.
Yeah, it's Seven Samurai that protect a farm village. I mean, it's based off the old Japanese story of
Okay.
Seven Samurai kind of protecting farmers from the like emperors who are paying people to have their crops kind of robbed from them.
Okay.
But in like the anime version, they
I got
are
you.
giant mechs. So you have these
Ah,
samurai that are just slicing up mechs. It's so
yeah.
dope.
I have not seen. I like again. I haven't seen a lot of like mecha isekai anime. I mean, I just
I
haven't
didn't
seen much.
realize how much I'd seen until we started talking about that. I was like, damn, son, you like robots.
I
Or
mean, hey,
Samurai 7, that's what it's called. Samurai 7.
I just yeah. I don't have. I haven't peeped a lot of mechas yet. I mean, I'm interested to watch more. It's just, yeah, I haven't found one to get into.
I think we got something planned that I think borders in between, having mechs and having like a really good fantasy driven story. I think I've got something planned that I think people will like, I believe.
Okay,
So
okay.
we're really
Interesting,
excited. We're really
interesting.
excited.
You know,
I'll tell you the name of the character is the Mithril Knight. And we'll go
ooh,
from there. Yeah, that's it.
okay, okay. All right, I guess we can go back to one more Omnia question.
Okay.
Okay, so is there something that you would change about the earlier chapters, as in like it could be art, a story, or character decision?
In terms of something that would change about the earlier, I would have probably changed some of the way that I approached some of the internal writing of the characters in terms of like giving you more access to their thoughts
Yeah.
earlier and some of their motivations.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
there were some things that I did, like I wanted to do a completely silent episode, and in episode 2 we almost went there, but at the last second I was like, no, 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 no. I'm afraid like we won't be able to translate the action, won't translate the story for the reader. Let's put some dialogue in there to drive it a little bit better.
Okay.
So there are some things in terms of like giving you more access to like what Varys is thinking in like the room when his parents are killed, and make it a little bit more character driven. I think that's a different approach that I want to take with the future books for sure.
Okay,
This was
okay.
more plot driven in terms of you're seeing a character named Gunlag tell a story like a legend around a campfire. In all
Okay.
reality, that's what's actually happening. And it's a character that you end up seeing in our issue 0 1 2. He's one of our main characters moving forward. He's a pretty awesome druid that can do a lot of really cool stuff. So he's kind of really in touch with the world around him, and he's found a way to look back and forth in time. So you get to see how he viewed the events is kind of how we established it. But I think, yeah, I would like to give more inner thoughts to Varys and Varen. They're very quiet. Voro is so loud, like everybody knows
Yeah,
what he's thinking.
true. Because he
Which
always
he's
just
straight
says it
up
out.
based off of my old friend. He's not dead or anything. He's 35. He had a kid. His life isn't over. He had 2 kids.
Maybe a little
my,
bit, but yeah.
yeah, my buddy Brandon. We used to call him Cheeks in college because he would streak wherever we told him to, so you'd only see his cheeks.
Yo.
But his
Interesting.
mindset and the way he approaches situations was very Voro. So we was like, hey, I think I made you into my most popular character.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we could call it there. You know,
Yeah.
we've been here for an hour.
Absolutely.
You know, we
Yeah,
did
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of stuff. We did a lot of stuff.
I was about to say, yeah. If you let me talk, man, I
Hey,
keep
I
going.
mean, we
That's the
could
problem.
keep going, but you
Mhm.
probably got stuff to do.
Oh yeah, I gotta outline a couple of things and send it off. We're doing our pitch competition, of course.
Okay,
so
okay.
We're gonna get that. Just to see. I'm not
Yeah.
expecting to win or anything, but I think I got a banger.
Okay. Can't wait to
But-
see if you win or not. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But we are, we're in the smack in the middle of finishing our chapter 7. It's winding up now, and they're starting chapter 8. So, we're just keep chugging along, man. I'm in the middle of making sure that gets planned out correctly in terms of release and the scheduling, and then we're writing book 2 at the same time, as well as we're writing the pitch competition. That's not a story that we're probably going to make a book. It's an independent story that's strictly in its own vein that we're
Okay.
going to tell.
All right.
And then another story potentially for webtoons.
Nice. All right. Well, that was Matt.
Yeah, thank
I
you
appreciate
so much
you
for having me.
Yeah. I appreciate you, you know, taking an hour and you know, however long we had out of your
Yeah.
day so we can talk.
Of
That was-
course.
that was a good
Feel
chat.
free. Anytime you want to just chit chat about anime or manga or webtoons, let me know, man. I'm down.
Hey, bro, I'm down whenever. But yeah, I'll be linking Matt down below in the description, along with, you know, Legends of Omnia, if you want to go check that out. Really cool story that you
Thank
should
you.
go
Yeah.
check out. Yeah. That's
Chapter
Matt.
7 starts next week.
Let's go.
10/22. Yeah.
All right.